Welcome to GameBros. This is Cuco.
This is it, man.
And this is Cuquito.
Man, we did terrible right there. We need to redo all that. But we can't.
Okay.
We can't because it's a live show.
Which makes it great.
But you know what I do got?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Ladies and gentlemen.
Mr. Buffer brings it right back, so we can do it all over again. So welcome to GameBros. This is Cuco.
This is it, man.
Oh, Cuquito.
And Prodigy.
Coming to you live from our GameBros studios here in beautiful Miami, Florida, where we got an action-packed show for you guys. Man, there's so much stuff that we need to go and talk about and cover.
Yep.
Google just like let off this big old bomb in the video game world. They just said, you know what? We're going to destroy everything. We're going to start all over and make everybody start fresh from the beginning. So what do you guys think of this whole thing called Stadia? What, before we get into Stadia, do you know what Stadia means? Like, I had to look it up because I didn't know what it meant.
No, I haven't.
There's a meeting for that.
So Stadia is actually stadium, but plural.
Really?
And now when I knew that, it kind of makes sense what they're going for. So they want to build multiple stadiums so people can actually come and view video games. So what is Stadia? Do you guys know? Prodigy know what Stadia is? Can you let them know?
So basically, Stadia is going to be Google's like their version of how we're going to play games next. Stadia is going to be, I'm guessing, a streaming service where they stream the games to a Chrome browser off of a game center that they're going to have back in their Google headquarters.
So this isn't their console that they said they were going to come out with? This is some...
Okay, so last week we talked about, Google's wanted to get into the console, market. They wanted to compete with PlayStation and Xbox. They've been in gaming because, they have the Android platform where they can, have all their Android games and stuff like that. But they want to get, they want to play with the big boys. They want to play with PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, and all that stuff. So we talked about what we wanted. And I don't know if you guys remembered, I said, well, the biggest thing Google has is money.
Yeah.
And that's where they're actually throwing at this whole thing. They're throwing a bunch of money. And the way they're doing it is that they have these big server farms. So these server farms have the capability to give you more processing power. So basically what it is that Google with Stadia is going to stream the game to anything that has a Chrome browser. We're talking about cell phones. We're talking about tablets. We're talking about TVs. Anything with a Chromecast. Basically anything that has a server can play the top of the line games that they're gonna put out on that system.
Isn't it 4K?
Wow.
Okay.
4K, yeah.
4K, 60 frames per second. So, you know how when you're PC gaming, what kind of PC card you have, this, that, all that goes out of the window. It doesn't matter because the Google server farm is the one that's producing the image and is just streaming the image to you. So all it is streaming back and forth the image and your inputs, like basically like up, down, left, right, all those things. And
So you're saying you can game off of any platform, basically. Is basically what they're trying to do.
So if they're watching the video right now, that's why we encourage everybody to watch us on YouTube, even though we're podcasting on iTunes and Stitcher, all those podcasting services. But we rather you guys come to YouTube because we want you guys to see the images. Yeah. So right now you're seeing him go from one to the next to the next. So first he starts off on a a regular Chrome computer, not even a regular laptop. It's just a Chrome laptop running Chrome OS. Then from there, he jumps over to a Pixel 3 that has their controller.
Yeah, connected to the bottom. Connected.
Of it, yeah. So
the Google controller we covered last week.
Well, we actually have what they physically look like now. We had guesses, so you could see what the controllers look like.
So it's just connected to their Pixel. It's probably got a mount on top. It looks like they're their own little mount.
Connect?
Okay, so the way it works, if you want to show the controllers, Prodigy, so there's 3 different colors. So these controllers are connected by Wi-Fi. So they go through your Wi-Fi connection. So they're not connected to the device. They're actually connecting to the server. So no matter, like if you're on your tablet, you're playing and you say, oh man, we got to go. Let me jump in the car. And you start playing. Then that controllers could then connect to the Wi-Fi signal of your phone and connect, and you could keep playing. So and then you want to jump to your TV, it'll switch automatically by itself because it's using the Wi-Fi and it's connecting. Everybody went crazy because it has the contra code on the controller, up, down, left, right, BA, start. So it's you know Google has their little touches to their things. So basically, that's what their controller does. It looks just like a PlayStation controller.
Yeah. It looks very
extra big, you know.
Everybody was going crazy because they chose to go towards PlayStation and not Xbox with the offset joysticks. I know DV would be pissed because he hates that the most.
I don't like the offset the joysticks. I think the PlayStation's always had the remote the right way.
And apparently, back in the day, you had the Nintendo 64, you had the Sega Saturn controller, and then you had the PS.
All offset.
And they all had different setups. And now we can see who eventually won the controller war, PlayStation. But so they have those 3 different models. They're connected by Wi-Fi, but you could always use your own. You could use your Xbox. You could use all that stuff. It's nothing. None of those controllers are going to hold you back. You can use whatever you have. You could even use keyboard and mouse. They don't care. The whole thing is that they want you to play anywhere. The coolest thing that I saw from the Stadia thing was, like, let's say you're watching a game. Let's say the game they use. So I'm going to use the same one was
Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey. He saw the video on YouTube and then he clicked on it saying, "Oh man, this video looks awesome. This game looks awesome." 5 seconds later, the guy was playing the game. So that's another thing. They're getting rid of the downloads. They're getting rid of the updates. They're getting rid of all that stuff because it's all done on their server farms.
So live game streaming, basically? Is that a poor way of putting it?
No, that's the perfect way to put
Netflix.
I don't know if you guys remember On Live. That it was a streaming video game service that was like 10 years ago. And we talked about on the show was On Live. And their thing was that they were going to stream games. The only problem is that they didn't have a big library of games. So it was like 3 or 4 good games and a bunch of crappy games.
So it seems to me, man, like let's say on the GameBros show, we're here talking about a game. We put up a video of a game through the Google Stadia. They see it. They can immediately start playing it.
They can immediately start playing it.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
There's other awesome things. Let's say Cuphead is a good example. Cuphead is a very hard game. It's a platformer. You can save your specific position of the game and say, "Here, guys, you guys try to pass this stage that I couldn't pass," and then you can share it to all the people that are watching the show with you. And then they can jump on and try to do the same things. Or like a game that we're going to talk about today, Sekiro. It's very hard. It's a very hard game. And there's different things that you have, like your medicines and stuff like that. And you start using them, and the game starts getting tougher if you don't manage your resources well. So you could save that specific file and put it out there and let your community try to do it. Your audience try to pass the game. Or
you don't have to wait for me to come to you saying, "Hey, I paused this game. I went on my way to your house in 2 hours to try and beat it."
Yeah. Or in sports games, it'll be awesome too. You could have, or like us, like how we do our custom matches.
Yeah.
You could just put a link out there, and all the audience could join your game, and they could start playing with you. And the cool thing is that as you play the game, it records your game on a separate server and records it onto YouTube already. That way your screen doesn't get bogged down with all that information. You just get the game. And there's a bunch of cool stuff. As far as the resolution goes, it's going to start with 4K 60 frames per second.
Yeah.
Later on, it's going to bump it up to 8K. And then it's going to run at 120 frames per second.
Wow.
Which is amazing.
Well, it depends on what you're streaming it from as well, I'd imagine.
So that's one of the biggest things. Everybody's always worried about the lag because of the input lag. You know, if I press up, how long is it going to go and to come back? So the way they're going to do it is they're going to get rid of all the middlemen. It's going to be a straight line connection between your house, your ISP, directly to their farm, and right back the same way. You're not going to PlayStation Network, then to EA, and to this, and then bounce back. So it's just one straight line. And that's how they're going to get rid of all the input lag and all that stuff. So that's super big. The other thing is that me and Prodigy were talking about in the show is that there's no more hacking because they're getting rid of all the hackers. How? They don't have the source code. They don't have the game, exactly. So they don't have the way to start manipulating and start...
They can't open all the files. They can't go through the files, add anything, touch anything at all.
No cheating, no hacking.
Yep. And it, you know, for
all the Fortnite fans are going to like that.
Well, what about Battlefield?
Rainbow Six.
Rainbow Six.
Yeah.
Was a big problem.
There was a lot of that in Rainbow Six, yeah.
You know, now if that starts growing, that's going to be a thing for those anti-cheat softwares. Who knows what they're going to be, you know, what they're going to move to. You're still going to have the PC.
No more Game Sharks.
The Game Sharks were dead a long time ago. They died with the Megalodons. But the thing is that there's a lot of people have a couple of questions. So to me, when I first saw this, I thought this was completely game changing. I thought this was going to change the way video games are played, made, all that stuff. Because now when you're making a game, you have to think, oh man, they could share this, they could share that. I could make levels that are shareable. They can instantly download my games. How do we market this? So question number one is how are they going to sell the games? Like, do they sell the games at $60, or is it going to be like a subscription service where you pay
like PlayStation Plus?
Like PlayStation Plus, like
That's interesting.
Google Now.
Yeah, because it's a subscription from what they're saying here. Stadia is a subscription of what they're trying to offer.
They didn't say that. They didn't say it was going to be a subscription. My thing is, how do you go on YouTube, see Madden 2021, and just play it, and just click on it, and 5 seconds later you're playing it? I know that you can save your card on file, and then you can just instantly buy stuff because you do that on iTunes and on Google, you know, on the Google Play Store right now. You just click on it and you're automatically buying stuff. But like, it just seems so seamless that it can't be like that without a subscription service.
Right.
And then
maybe I guess you set up an account, or if you want it, you add it to your library, and then they charge you afterwards, after you've clicked on it or whatever. You're not gonna click on the game and then you're gonna put all your credit card information and all that.
Or you're gonna have to need a confirmation before.
Probably some sort of confirmation, maybe sent to your phone right away. Put in a quick code, and that's it.
So the other thing is the internet. How much internet speed do you need to have this work properly? To be honest with you, I don't know what the internet conditions are in most of the world. Supposedly in the United States, most of the rural parts of the central part of the United States, the internet is still crappy. Down here in Miami, to be honest with you, our internet's pretty damn good. I don't know about other parts.
We don't have too many. We have so much stuff everywhere. I don't think,
I would think
that we have an
might
internet
disagree
problem
with that. I mean, I don't think we're doing too much of fiber optics down here, like maybe in other parts of the country.
Well, I have fiber optics here, so maybe I'm just a spoiled one.
Yeah.
But I know the good thing is that you have Google Fiber. So Google Fiber is going to be pushed out to more houses, more homes, more cities. Why? Because if you're producing the car and you have the ability to produce the highway, why not produce both? And that way you can make more money. You can sell the cars because you're building the highway for it. Right. So I think that Google's going to start pushing out better internet with Google Fiber and all this stuff. Wow. But at the same time, the people that say these things are these so-called video game connoisseurs or gamer, IGN, GameSpot, all these big $1 million companies, and I think to myself, but don't they know 5G is coming? 5G in 2020 is going to be in a lot of big cities. 5G is going to be super fast, and it's all wireless.
But do you think? Well, maybe. I think they'll push it out for sure. It's because I was about to get into the phones, but that's a whole completely different thing.
5G's. So, from what I read, it is going to be 10 times faster than 4G. So if you have like 100 megabytes per second, 10 times that is 1,000. That's a gig.
Wow.
And it's all wireless. It's all through cellular towers.
No more Ethernet cables and nothing like that.
So exactly, and that's why a perfect example of why I know this is going to happen is look at all these services, like even Xfinity now. We didn't put it in the notes because we're talking video games because we got so much stuff to talk about. But they're going to a subscription model too. They're not going to start. They're going to start breaking it up into little chunks, so you can get your ESPN. I'm going to get my USA, whatever network you guys like watching.
Wow, this actually.
Then you have HBO and you have all these things. Why are they doing all these subscription services? Because people are going to be able to stream everything through 5G. So, I feel bad for the installers of cable and all that's gone. All you have to do is put a little 5G box in the house.
It's gotta go. All that stuff's gotta go. It's already getting. It's outdated. It's outdated technology, and it's expensive.
Yeah,
it's expensive.
Yeah. So that's it. That'll answer that problem. If you have 5G coming into your house, and trust me, Google knows. They have guys that are up to the date, knowing all the new stuff that's coming out. They already have a roadmap that look, by this time this many houses are going to have Google Fiber. This many houses will have optimal amount of internet speed that we would need to be able to do this system. And according to what I read in some stuff, at least the Xbox one, all you need is like 10 megabytes per second to use the Xbox one that we talked about 2 weeks ago. So this is just a little bit more than that. I mean, like 50 megabytes and you're good. So it's not what everybody thinks. Everybody thinks like, oh my gosh, nobody's going to have the internet for it. But this system is super powerful. If you see this picture, they're going to have almost 11 teraflops. So you remember when Xbox was going crazy about their 6 teraflops and PlayStation's got their 4.2 teraflops? They're going to have 11. So basically, if you add both of them together, this one has both of them beat still. So that's a lot of teraflops. How are they doing that? They're stacking their servers. Their servers are the ones that are doing all the power. They're the ones that are producing all the... That's why when we saw that video last week about how the water looked and all that stuff, it's all the power of their servers. It's that money.
Yeah.
Wow.
That Google cheese.
Now, do you think servers will crash?
And it's
all
software.
Always.
The only hardware they're coming out with is their Pixel and their remote.
Yeah.
There's no console.
Or a Google Chrome, which is like $40.
The Chromecast. Yeah.
The little Chromecast. You connect it to your TV and you're done.
Yeah, but those are things that if they have out. They're not coming out with a whole new console to sell somebody where you have to package it, have parts.
Dude, you're gonna start buying TVs with Google Chrome built into it.
Right.
And that's it. And you just get Google Chrome and you're done. It'll stream it right to that Google Chrome thing and it'll play it and that's it. I think this is awesome. I think it's going to be...
How do you think it's going to compete against Steam, though?
What do you mean?
Or major game thing. Like, to me, I don't see how the community is going to go on this. It's going to be just, all on YouTube?
What do you mean?
Because PlayStation, you have the PlayStation Network.
Xbox, Google they'll have the Google Play Store.
But you don't have, what I'm saying? Like your friends, your
like a chat room?
That's
according to them, everything's going to be transferable. You could transfer your saves. You could transfer your stuff. You're going to have cross-play and all that good stuff. They said everything you wanted to hear. But I get what you're saying. Like, what,
with the PlayStation parties or PlayStation friends list or, you know what I mean? Like, that type of stuff.
Those are all separate servers.
They'll have all that stuff. They'll have their little Google thing, and then everybody will create a new account on it and play on it. Like, And this is going to be even better because if your friend wants to play, it'll take them 2 seconds and they can start playing with you. You don't have to, dude, I got this new update that's like 20 hours long. I guess I'll play with you tomorrow.
Yes.
You don't have to worry about that stuff. Or there's a new update. Guess what? Their servers got updated already and boom, that's it. Ready to roll. You just got to turn it on and just go.
Somebody put here in the chat about the Google. I have my account on Google Play and somebody's going to hack my account and expose my browse history.
I hope not. That'll be terrible if their Google history gets out there.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that happening. People being embarrassed on that.
Yeah.
But I mean,
all right. Our man D Gang in the chat stated a good point, but at the same time, this is something else we're going to talk about now. Look at the companies that are backing up the Google Stadia already, which I'm gonna put up the picture. These are the major companies that are going to back up Stadia with their games. And Ubisoft is one of their major...
Unreal's on there from what I can see from here. One of the major
people. Yeah. Ooh. Ubisoft.
Yeah, man. That's a lot of dollars right there. That's a lot of dollars.
And I bet you after this conference, all the game companies went back and they're like, damn. They're starting to talk about this and probably deciding if they want to jump on it.
Yeah, because they know it's innovative.
Yeah. Well, they have a lot of good engines too. They have Unity engine, like D Gang is saying. They have Crytek. They have a bunch of big companies that are already
they
on
have
board.
CryRare, CryEngine. They got Simply Gun.
The question you asked was, how are they going to sell games?
Yeah,
these guys are going to sell them the games.
Yeah,
how they're going to sell it to us?
Yes,
I don't know. I guess that.
How would you like it? Would you like it as a subscription service? Would you pay $50 a month?
That's the thing. How in the world do you split that up?
Games?
Exactly. How do you split that up?
What if I say for $50 a month you could play 3 different kinds of games? That's all you want.
You pay $60 for one game.
So you actually never own the game?
That's the other thing a lot of people don't like, that you don't get to own the game.
You don't get to own the game, yeah.
That you don't physically have the CD, you don't physically have it. It's on a server somewhere. You're basically leasing it or renting it from that company.
Oh, yeah. How many people actually like I don't care. Hard discs anyway? I'm one of the one of the few that like hard discs right now. I'm not a big digital guy.
No, to me, I would not buy a streaming service.
I don't think
and in my case, it's too expensive.
Either.
Yeah.
Well, $50 a month is.
I don't want to pay $50 a month for Rainbow, for example. Let's say Rainbow's one of the 3 games I have. I'm gonna pay $50 every month for that. Not necessarily for that game, but I guess it'll be $16.
I'd rather just pay $50 once and get the game forever.
Yeah.
Okay. Just a suggestion. Just putting it out there.
Yeah, no,
it's a point of discussion. Yeah.
So what do you guys think about the power? Is that power that they put up there?
I can't even fathom the amount of power that they're going to be putting out. We
that's
saw
crazy.
some last week. The videos or the images that they had.
Yeah.
I'm blown away, and I'm looking at it on this Mac computer, so it looks fantastic.
My thing is, like, imagine that the Xbox does 6 teraflops, so double that.
Right.
Like double the resolution, double the fidelity, double the lighting on like Rainbow Six Siege would be amazing.
It'll be unbelievable.
That's crazy.
What would be nice though, what I can see Google is capable of doing here, that there are games that I can't play on PC right now. I can't play on Xbox, but it seems like I can play all these games on Google, on Stadia.
Yeah.
Because there's like Ready or Not. That's what game we covered last week.
Yeah.
I won't be able to play it because I don't have a gaming PC right now. I have console, so I won't be able to play these games. Now it seems like Google Stadia.
You can just go on your own laptop and go to Google Chrome.
You can use your phone.
You can use your phone. I could use my Pixel if I had a Pixel.
Is it just a Pixel though?
No, anything that has a Chrome box.
It has Chrome.
Anything with Chrome, like iOS.
Wow.
Anything. Your
I don't know if I can get that on my iPhone right now.
Yeah, you can get Chrome on it. The other awesome thing is just the fact that you could just be anywhere and just play your game and just continue your saves and not have to stop. We talked about that last time, which is really, really good.
It seems like they're just dishing out software. There's no hardware except, like I said, with the remote control. and they're obvious things that they have: the Pixel, the Chrome, their laptop.
Yeah. So they were not the only ones that announced hardware stuff. Out of nowhere, Oculus announced actually 2 headsets, not just one, but 2.
Oculus Rift.
One of them is a new Oculus Rift S, and then another one is the Oculus Quest. Project, can you please tell me what's the difference?
One,
the Quest is the one you're watching right now.
The one we're watching right now is not tethered to anything.
Exactly.
So it's wireless.
No tethering.
No PC needed. You don't need a PC. All you need is to open an Oculus account.
And then have the headset and the controllers, and you're there gaming.
But how do you buy your game?
What's that thing in his eye?
You buy it through...
You buy it through the thing that is on your face. The screen in VR.
Through the Oculus store.
How much is it?
$400.
Oh.
You want one?
400 big ones.
So it's for $400. It comes with the controllers, the 2 touch controllers, which to me are by far the best looking and best.
Really?
Yeah.
I like
Those
I like the
controllers?
old Oculus controllers better.
Which old Oculus ones?
The ones that wrap around your hand.
That's the same thing, broski.
No, it's not, broski. Look, these are cup holders like the Vive.
Couple.
Oh, okay. I get what you're
They
saying.
switched their controllers and they made new ones.
I like those better.
I want them to come out with a VR headset that you can put drinks on top.
And do the cup holder.
Yeah. For sodas or beer.
And then by the time you finish, you take off your headset and there's like crap all over the floor.
Well, yeah, you gotta make maybe little toppers on them so you don't spill all your stuff. Because if you have Riddle playing lightsaber,
gosh.
I mean,
Do you remember
Beat
that?
Saber with drinks on her head, the drinks are going everywhere.
Broken
It's splashing all
TVs,
over
kids
the place.
punched. You know,
Jim
soda all over them.
in the
Yeah.
chat, he put they should make a nose portion where they put smells like blood and gunpowder.
They're gonna add smell to VR. That would be impressive.
That'd be good. So with this VR set, you just pay $400 and you got everything. But at the same time, it's not a super powerful system. It's just a regular system that plays, you know, good games. A lot of games that they're gonna port, but don't think that's gonna be like super high res. That's what the Oculus S is for.
And the Oculus is its own hardware. It's not compatible with anything.
It's only compatible with their stuff.
It does look like 2 cup holders.
Right?
Oh,
Yeah.
my goodness.
The thing with the Oculus Quest though is that
They did change it. I don't know why they did. I thought you put your hands through it too.
No.
You don't.
That's terrible.
Oculus Quest.
The other one's wrapped around your wrist. So
For support, yeah. You don't want that thing flying off and hitting a small child.
we keep cutting off project.
Okay, so the thing that makes a difference because Oculus Quest is basically the second version of the Oculus Go,
Yeah.
which was like the portable VR. The thing is that Oculus Quest now has new sensors, so you can move in and out of space, 3D space now.
It has internal sensors to see what you're looking at, and has
And external
sensors to basically map the room too. So before you had to be sitting down, this one actually lets you move around a little bit in space. And then with the S, they improved the screen. They also improved the sensors. They improved on a bunch of stuff. And it's also $400. But in this case, the S actually needs a computer. And needs a computer to work. Without a computer, it will not work.
Does it need wires too?
It needs wires.
Not only that, maybe for
I
the
like
viewers
the
here,
other
what kind of games is the Oculus giving out in comparison to PlayStation VR?
It gets out better games.
Really?
Yeah, and they look better. I'm a PlayStation fan. I love my PlayStation VR, but the Oculus.
Yeah, because PC has the power to push that.
I like
Exactly.
The wireless one better, I think.
So
What do you
so
got?
the wireless one is a little bit better than watching VR through a phone, but it's not as powerful as the S because of course the S is getting all the firepower, all the graphical power from a computer, from a desktop.
Exactly.
So one is $400 and you're good to go with, you know, really good games, and then the other one's $400 plus your rig, which is another, you know, $1,000 to $2,000 more.
But the one with no wires, is it better than the one PlayStation VR?
We need to buy it and see.
We'll review it.
We can review it and let them know. But yeah, so that's that.
Yeah.
The
No,
other
no.
thing is that the Quest has an exclusive game that they're coming out with.
There you go.
And it's a 3-part series, and it's what everybody wants. It's freaking Star Wars in VR. Isn't that what everybody wants? Doesn't everybody want to walk around and have a lightsaber and just go around killing people?
I want to be Chewie.
And Oculus Rift 2 is made by Lenovo, right? Their hardware. Oculus Rift S.
Yeah. So Lenovo makes their stuff, but Oculus is owned by Facebook. So
that's right.
So we don't forget that. So, but something that they did that I didn't like was that they reduced the frame rate.
Hertz.
How much?
From 90 to 80 hertz. Just so that way the PC people didn't have to put too much money into their PC to upgrade it to run the S.
So they saved you money, but
It doesn't look that good.
you might get dizzy because the refresh rate is what keeps your body from like going crazy. So that's what they found out, that the better the refresh rate, the less dizzy you get playing VR. So you say 90 to 80, 10 megahertz is not that bad. We would have to try it out to see. Speaking of no CDs, Xbox is coming out with their own system without a CD drive.
Did they come up with another corny name?
But it's cheaper too, right?
They didn't give a price point yet, so they haven't. This is like a leaked image. They still haven't really come out and say, "Hey, look, we're gonna start pushing these out." Most likely in E3 they'll show this. Useless? You think it's useless?
I think it's useless.
I think Xbox.
You think it's too late?
Yes, way too late. You got an Xbox One. You got the Xbox One S, the Xbox One X, and now you have this one.
I can't keep up with
I
all
think
those.
it's
Their
too
names are
many.
not even that easy.
I think it's honestly a waste, either, I don't know, of hardware or money, because I don't think anyone's gonna buy an Xbox One so late in the game.
What if it's like $50 cheaper? Just because
$50?
because you're saving on the drive, or like 25.
Yeah, you're
bucks.
saving a Blu-ray player.
Most of my friends.
Yeah,
on
and a
Xbox.
lot of that is paying Sony the rights for Blu-ray.
They need to get rid of it.
I don't know.
I think they need to get
Most
rid
of
of
my
it.
friends that play on Xbox, their games are disc, bro.
Is Xbox still producing the ones with Blu-ray players on them? If they're paying rights for that, it doesn't make sense to continue doing that.
But as a gamer, does it matter to you if it has a CD or no CD?
No.
Me as a gamer?
Yeah.
No, I want my discs.
You
I
are
still
a
want my
physical
hard
guy.
copy. I want my hard copy.
Most
As
of
of for right now, I mean, until things change completely, I want my hard copy. I could still trade in my games.
Yeah.
I know
Exactly.
GameStop gives me 10 cents for them, but I want my 10 cents.
I want my
This is
10
an
cents.
I
interesting
want my 10
conversation we're
cents.
having in the chat right now.
Yeah, there was somebody was
They're
mentioning
talking
something
about how I know D Gang and some other viewer. They're talking about how Switch made the choice to go to,
Proprietary.
to Xbox
cards?
instead of PS4.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Cuphead's coming to Switch, and a bunch of other games are coming to Switch.
Well,
Yeah, but they're talking about why would they go? Why would the whole thing of either
Well-
PlayStation or Xbox to go to Switch?
before Fortnite,
That was their
What?
discussion.
Okay. Do you guys want to get into that discussion before we
Wait.
move on?
I mean, yeah.
When Fortnite, before it went crossplay, I mean, Switch used to be able to play with Xbox before it was fully crossplay.
So when
But now
somebody
they
here
can't
is
no more.
putting
Yeah, they switched that out.
They took that out.
Okay, so the thing is that now Xbox is going to start porting. I don't want to use port, but they're going to start putting their games on the Switch. So they're saying is why they chose Xbox and Switch
instead
wanted
of PS4.
instead of Sony playing with them. So what do you think, Prodigy? We'll go Prodigy, we'll go Hitman, and then we'll go Quito, and then me.
I think Xbox maybe jumped on it earlier. Maybe they had some talks with Nintendo. Maybe Microsoft had some early talks.
Some colluding going on.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe they got their little points in first, and Nintendo probably's like, oh, okay, sounds like a great idea. And then they came out and said they're porting stuff over. But honestly, I don't see too many promising exclusives. I would see maybe the Halo for the fanboys out there.
Yeah, we got D
But
King that says the same thing. He agrees with you on the Halo part.
Yeah,
I don't think they announced Halo though.
Yeah, I
No,
know.
it's
It's
just
just
what
right now.
somebody-
It's just Cuphead.
Yeah. Okay.
But I hear Halo on the Switch is going to run at 2 frames.
Gonna have just
Two
Master
frames,
Chief and just one bad guy.
Yeah, 480 FPS.
Because that's what happened with Doom. When Doom was ported to Switch, they had to remove enemies because it was too much for it to handle. So what do you think, Hitman? What do you think is going on here? What's the colluding?
What's going on is Xbox and Nintendo both know that PlayStation 4 is the king, and they're both going to work together to try to destroy them. That's what the problem.
They're ganging up, Game of Thrones style.
Yeah, Game of Thrones style. It's a game of remote controls, I guess. These guys are trying to eliminate PlayStation, and they have been for a long time, and they can't, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So what do you think, Quito?
Maybe PS4 didn't want it to kind of.
Nintendo not satanic enough for Doom. I would have to agree.
Mario's too nice for that.
It's too kid friendly. Yeah, they can't have people blowing heads off on that.
So this is the thing. Microsoft is always and always will always be a software company. They don't care what thing plays their software. They just want to sell as much software as they can. The only reason they don't go to PlayStation, because right now that's like Hitman says, is a juggernaut and it's just destroying everything. But they also want to start getting some fans, and the best way to do it is they're gonna try to go to Nintendo and sell their games. So they say, hey, well, this Cuphead game is really good, but it was originally on Xbox. Maybe we should, go over to Xbox. That's the only reason. And Nintendo will take whatever they can to get on the Switch. What new games have come out day to day?
Nah.
What like right now?
Smash Bros. That's it.
That was in December.
Well,
I know,
you didn't let me finish. So the only games that come out for the Switch, is the first party stuff. Your Mario's, your Zeldas,
Yeah.
their first party games. But third party, there isn't hardly any games that come out that are really good.
Games. There's none of that. No little cool games.
They're
you can
all
play with.
small indie games.
Yeah,
They're not doing that.
and they're ported. And
Exactly.
the games like indie games that came out 2 or 3 years ago on
They're
PlayStation
redoing
and
it.
Xbox,
Yeah,
and then
they're
they redo it on Switch. I'm not saying Switch is not a good console. Personally, I don't like it. I think it's overrated. I know that all the Nintendo fanboys love their little Mario. I get it. I respect the Zeldas. I love Smash Brothers. But for you to tell me that the system is a good system, you're lying to yourself. The games are good on that system, but the system itself sucks. You can't even play Hulu on that thing. It barely has Netflix. I think it has Netflix, or
I don't think it has.
It has one of the two.
Yeah.
Mine Switch right now.
When
is
you say, "Hey,
collecting dust.
Hitman, I want you to join a game," and you say, "Hey, how can I friend you?" Oh, let me copy and paste you my 18-digit friend code
ID number.
ID number. Like, to me, that's archaic. That's freaking Fred Flintstone. Like, dude, like, how can I not send you my gamer tag? Like, dog, we're talking about something, gamer tags, and your game is like 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
We have
I
like two
agree.
Switches, and the only time we use them is when we leave.
Yeah, the only time we use our Switches when we go on vacation.
And we broke one of them.
Yeah, they're not that sturdy, but whatever. So, PlayStation, they're very, very locked tight with their stuff.
Speaking about services.
Speaking of services, EA Access tried a couple of years ago to put their service on PlayStation, but PlayStation was like, nah, we're good. We're gonna start with PlayStation Now. We want our players to play PlayStation Now, so we're not gonna use EA Access. We're just gonna do PlayStation Now. And Xbox are like, yeah, EA Access, come to us. We don't care. We'll use you, which I thought was a really good deal. Mm-hmm. So apparently, there's been a couple of leaks and stuff like that. EA Access might come to PlayStation. Tomorrow, PlayStation's going to have this big, show they're going to do. We don't know what they're going to talk about. Maybe this is one of those. Hopefully, EA Access comes. So EA Access is for $5 a month. You get to play EA games. You get them a couple weeks early before they come out. It's $30 a year, $5 a month. Would you guys play for EA Access? There's games that are in their vault that you get for free.
Are they the newer ones or the old one? Because I see Madden 13.
So they're the older ones. You're not going to get a free Madden 20 when it comes out. When 20 comes out, they'll probably give you 19. But you do get it at a discounted price, and you do get it a week before everyone else does.
So D-Gang just mentioned something about PlayStation Now being I'm not going to repeat what he said, but yeah, I would have to agree with it's...
Yeah, that was like the cheap backwards compatibility for PlayStation. That's the way they tried to do the workaround. Yeah. Xbox actually put some money in it, and they actually solved it and are able to do. See, but
It's so
I'm
bad.
kind of biased though. Like backwards compatibility doesn't mean a thing for me.
You don't want to play the
No.
same old things. You want to go with something new.
Yeah.
I don't think very many people are doing it. It's PlayStation now is so bad. I'd have to agree with you that I went as far as buying a PlayStation 3. I went on eBay and I looked for a limited edition PlayStation 3 that I wanted, and I bought it so I can play these old games. I can't say I've been playing it very much, but I have very, very little game. I've been playing the old Metal Gear games that I haven't been able to play again.
Yeah.
But it's not something that people, I think, really want to do, to be honest.
But I think with EA and the games they have, I think it wouldn't be such a bad idea pushing it onto another platform. I think it's a good idea. Would I get it? Maybe.
Yeah, you get it when Battlefront 3 comes out, right?
Maybe. Oh, I don't have much faith in Star Wars Battlefront anymore.
But I used to like it. I liked it because I was able to play the EA games early and try them out and see if I liked them. And if I liked them, I bought them. If not, I didn't. So it was a easy way to get like a free demo out of it. Well, not really free because you're paying $5 a month.
Mm-hmm.
So speaking of EA,
Battlefield, the Firestorm.
what do you think, Ethan? You ready for that Firestorm?
No, Battle Caca. Hate Battlefield. I
Oh,
don't like Battlefield.
Battlefield.
Never did.
So, So Battlefield caca.
Caca
Well,
feel like
Hating,
Jimbo says.
hating.
Oh, you
Hate
hate. I got it.
Oh man, hate.
It's all good though. I really didn't like the Battlefield thing, but I think for some reason I got this feeling that this is gonna be
This
you know,
is it.
This is it. This is the one. We'll see when we start playing and see how spongy the guys are. Hopefully they try to keep it close to realistic.
Which we'll stream tomorrow.
Yeah, we are gonna stream it tomorrow when it actually comes out tomorrow at 5 a.m. Right?
Yeah, 5 a.m. Eastern time.
So March
for us.
25th, 5 a.m. it comes out. A lot of people are kind of a little butthurt because it's not free to play. Does all the battle royales have to be free to play?
No, I think it's completely fine.
I think
idea.
they
Neither
should
is
do a
Call of
demo,
Duty.
though.
Call of Duty isn't free to play. You have to buy Black Ops 4 to get Blackout.
Yeah.
So what's the issue with Battlefield 4? I mean Battlefield 5 being the same thing.
It's EA, so everybody's got to, you
Everybody's
know.
gotta hate.
Exactly. Everybody's got to.
Oh man, hate.
So, you know how it goes. But I really like I think that the whole thing with Battlefield would actually make the Battle Royale a little different. Something that a lot of people do is camp in these Battle Royales. Well, not in Apex. In Apex, everybody's just pushing.
Just running everywhere.
just going
They're
crazy.
jumping through the doors.
I guess the only one is...
Well, you have the
It's like
PUBG.
you got PUBG.
You have the respawn feature in Apex where you don't
Yeah,
have that
exactly.
in any of the other ones.
No, wait, didn't they add that?
That's why it's much different.
Fortnite?
Well, I don't know. I don't play Fortnite.
Yeah, I don't either.
So, but I like the fact that you could blow up houses, the amount of vehicles they have, the variety of vehicles. I like the one vehicle that's like a Jeep but turns into a boat. It's kind of like an amphibious
the
vehicle.
amphibious vehicle.
Yeah.
I like that. I think DICE... Well, this is not made by DICE.
This is made by Criterion, which is the people that actually produced Burnout Paradise. If you guys
Yeah.
ever remember that game.
Yeah, I remember that. That was a cool feature with the camera with that game.
Yep.
Crash the cars and you see your expression. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Hitman, are you going to jump on Firestorm? We know Riddle is. She went out and bought the game.
Yesterday,
Just for
actually.
this.
Yeah.
She went out there, got the game, made herself a ketchup sandwich, and now she's sitting down waiting.
Man, again with the ketchup sandwiches.
I had to throw that in there.
Those things are gross. if anybody would love to call in and let me know what they find amusing or not amusing about a ketchup sandwich, I'd like to hear it because this is beyond me. We can't even talk about it. I don't watch it. You guys made a video earlier of you guys making a ketchup sandwich and I couldn't watch it. It's disgusting.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
Back to Firestorm. Am I gonna get it? If we're all playing it, then yes, I'm getting
How
it.
much players is it?
It is
64 players.
No, but I mean like on a squad.
4. Oh, they actually have 4, 3, 2, and 1.
No, I want to get it. I mean, I haven't played a Battlefield game since Battlefield 4. Well, I shouldn't say Battlefield 1. And I didn't get to play it as much because it's not something you play by yourself. It's just not fun.
Should have played with Fabi. Fabi plays every day.
Oh, my God. I mean, Battlefield 4 is what I wanted to continue playing.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, Firestorm, I would like to play it. We got it, well, tomorrow. So
We'll see. Yeah, exactly.
tomorrow.
Speaking about coming out, Hitman, you want to tell them what other games are coming out? Something that I it's not on here that comes out this week is MLB The Show.
Really?
Baseball game.
2020?
Best baseball game that there is. I think there's a couple. There's RBI Baseball. There's other little smaller baseball games. But the only true baseball simulator
The Show, for sure.
is The Show. And then every year it gets better and better. I don't know how they keep improving, but they do.
I'm so excited. You can.
I really stopped. I stopped playing MLB. The last MLB The Show I got into was 2007 and 8, and I just haven't. That was a long time ago.
That is a long time ago, hey man.
I know. PS3. I mean, imagine.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
All
but
right.
great games. So games out this week. We have
Generation.
We have Generation Zero out this week, March 26th, Tuesday. For anybody going out on Tuesday with their dads, make them buy the game.
Well, this game is what I like about this game is that it's got that survival look to it, but it also at the same time it's got like mechs, so it kind of feels like Horizon, but except the robots are not like animals; they're just like regular.
I got 2 words for you: Red Dawn.
But okay, yeah,
Red
yeah.
Dawn. This game has Red Dawn written all over it. They just threw robots in the mix. It's set in the 80s, so you get all the cool 80s guns, which I love, all the 80s firearms. This game looks pretty. It's open world too, and I'm not a big open world guy. I'm kind of getting tired of the sandbox games. I want something more linear, which maybe this might be. I mean, it seems like there's some story involved, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But I actually very, very excited to see this game. When I don't know if we covered this recently. Maybe I just saw a video on it, and it looks fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah, it's made by Avalanche. So
Graphically, it might not be the
you know
best. It looks
who
good
Avalanche is, right?
Avalanche sounds promising.
I'm not sure. I forget which.
They made all the Apocalypse ones where it has all the destruction and all that stuff.
I can't remember.
They're a really good studio.
But this game looks awesome. I mean, the whole concept of it, and it's set in the 80s. Red Dawn. That's like I said, 2 words. That's what I want. And I want to be. I want to go do some Red Dawn stuff right now. What gun am I taking and who am I fighting? So that's coming out March 26th.
All these games come out on March 26th.
Yeah, I guess they all come out. So all the games I'm going to tell you are going to come out March 26th. We have another game, another RPG or an RPG out this week, an Outward for Xbox, PS4, and PC.
Yeah, I wasn't too fond of the way this looked. Just to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Like if I'm gonna play an RPG, it won't be this one.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It would be Sekiro.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get into that.
Yeah. So, but if you like RPGs and you like that fantasy style, there you go. At least you could see what the game looks like. No other podcast or video game talk show will show you the games.
No, do you know of any other video game talk shows?
I know a bunch.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but none of them are like ours that you could actually call in, participate, get your stuff read, all that cool stuff.
Still waiting for someone to call about a crappy ketchup sandwich. Also, we got Final Fantasy 15 episode Arden.
Yeah, so this is another episode to Final Fantasy 15. You guys know what Final 15 looks like, so.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got Space Junkies.
Space Junkies for VR. Another
Yeah.
VR game.
So we actually got to play the demo.
Game.
Is it anything like Spaceballs?
This game, I want to play this game. I'm
Yeah.
hyped.
That guy looks like a Halo character.
I want to play this game.
Yeah, this
Is that
game
the
is
Master
cool.
Chief there?
So the demo came out this weekend, and the game comes out this Tuesday. So after the show's over, you can play it.
It's also made by Ubisoft supported
it's a
this too.
Ubisoft
really
game.
good.
You know what? We are
Yeah.
going to play this, and we're going to stream it.
Let's do it.
Space Junkies.
And then after that, we're gonna stream the custom game.
Yeah.
And then for you racing fans, we have a Xenon Racer coming out also. For
You know what they haven't made for a long time?
What's
now
that?
that I saw this video, I haven't played an arcade racer in forever. Everything is Forza, everything is GT.
Arcade racer?
CTR.
Yeah.
What do you mean by
space
arcade?
racing.
CTR.
Like it's
in
more
summer, bro.
forgiving, less, like
less realism?
yeah, like where I need to balance my wheels and I gotta put my traction on my left tire or my right so I can make this turn. Like, dude,
Well,
I
you
just
have-
want to go fast.
What about Mario Kart? Is that not fast enough?
CTR this freaking summer. Crash Team Racing.
Oh yeah, but that's still a long ways away. We still this will be our warm up.
Our warm up.
Yeah, I guess I can see what you're saying by arcade racers. Like, go to an arcade and you're actually playing racing games, and you're just driving the car, turning the steering wheel.
Yeah, and it's fun. It's just like I'm
There's
just
gas and
driving.
brake and a boost and boost. There's
no need to know what gears are shifting and all that stuff.
Yeah, gotta stay on the line. Gotta stay on my line.
Yeah, not like some of these
the draft of the car, and then
have you seen some of these setups where these guys have like 3 screens, a seat?
Yeah, it's on our
and
Instagram.
Right. That's right.
Check out our Instagram.
Check out the Instagram. You'll see these guys are really elaborate with the car racing. And last but not least, we got another Final Fantasy 7
for Xbox.
For the Xbox and the Switch. See, I'm telling you, these guys are colluding against PlayStation.
So this is, I didn't put it on. It's Final Fantasy, the old one that came out like 50 years ago. They have it on everything, on your phone, on your tablet.
Isn't this same Final Fantasy that's been said to be remastered?
Yes.
And they haven't done it, right?
And that they teased.
They teased it.
When did they tease it? Last year?
Like 4 years ago.
No, not that long ago.
At the Sony conference?
No. This is not that one.
Oh, okay. See,
no, this is still it's still the PlayStation 1 one.
Right. They're just putting it onto Xbox.
Yeah,
and Switch.
it was never been on the Xbox.
So is Metal Gear next?
We don't know.
Oh, we actually got a caller.
Thank you for calling the GameBros show. Hello.
Yo, what's up?
Hey, what's up? Who do we have the pleasure of speaking to?
Listen, this is Jimmy. I just want to make a little statement about consoles versus PC, right?
Okay.
So, the PC, my cousin bought one. It took him like 4 months just to build the PC. And then it took him another month to play his first game.
Well,
right?
Maybe you should have read a book or a manual before. It shouldn't take you 4 months.
Well, if it took him 4 months and he's a nerd, it's going to take me about 6 years. So by the time I finish, I'm never going to be able to play. Nothing's going to be more simpler than buying a console and plugging it in and playing the damn game. Hoover Dam.
What about Stadia, where you don't even need a console? You just, I like this game, click, boom, you can start playing.
Well, by the time I'm 1 month with my phone and I drop it 6 times and I got 4 cracks on it, I'm not going to be able to play
split screen
2 on my phone. Yeah, exactly. Give me a remote, give me the console that these dudes have been working on for like 6 years. PS5, baby, plug it in, I'm ready. That's all I want.
And it stays at home where no one's going to mess with it.
Exactly.
It's not going to fall from
lock
your
my
pocket.
door, ignore all my phone calls. It's simple.
Gotcha.
And then have my internet is bugging out because all my browser history and all my viruses that I have.
Yeah, someone mentioned about the browser history being a problem on the chat there.
He's playing a game and he's like, we just went through your browser history and we know that you want to buy, I don't know, donkey grease. Why is that? That's
middle of a
weird.
match, about to get a sniper kill, and I got 6 pop-ups telling me about free, things that I could win online. I'm not with it.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. You ever seen Ready Player One?
Yeah.
That the guy wants to win the contest just because he wants to fill the HUD with commercials? Is that what it's going to end up looking like when you're playing Stadia?
That's what it sounds like.
Hey, guys, you can play for free, but your whole screen's got to be covered in commercials.
Basically, Jimmy's saying he doesn't want his browser history interrupting his gameplay. We understand.
We got you. We got
Keep
it.
my gaming and my personal life separate. I'm trying to escape life, not plug my life into my gaming. It's going to be terrible. I'm going to have people hitting me up. It's not going to be good.
Well, that's good to know. Any questions you guys got for him?
No. I agree with him 100%. Like, dude, I never understood I get that you can get like super graphics and you can get, you can the resolution, you can see the person's pupil and stuff, but when you have to update your drivers and then my keyboard doesn't work because the driver crashed with this one and that one and back and forth and left and right. Like you said, it took his friend 4 months and he's a nerd.
Wow.
A nerd. And he couldn't do it. So imagine that.
Hey, Jimmy, so what do you think about ketchup sandwiches?
We should ask him when he was on the phone.
Yeah.
I didn't know you hung up on him. I just realized.
Probably just like, all right, thank you.
No, I didn't.
Then he goes, hey.
GG!
That's how you should have ended the phone call.
Yeah.
Yeah, but thanks, Jimmy, for calling in.
Yeah, thanks for calling in.
So this game came out this week.
Which week?
This week.
This week?
Yeah, this week.
Or next week?
And it's called Sekiro. Am I pronouncing it right?
Yes. No, you're not.
I think it's
God.
Sekiro.
But we're gonna go into the reviews of the week.
Yes.
Sekiro. Do I have to use the anime voice? Sekiro.
Yeah, it's like that. Sekiro. Sounds like Sekiro.
The funny thing is that game is freaking just crazy. It's over the top. Like the people that made it was From Software, the guys that make Dark Souls, Bloodborne. The best thing they ever did was change the freaking theme of the game. I'm glad they got rid of the
medieval,
the whole what emo look and the monsters.
It was so dark and foggy, and like the tunnels were black. And
to me,
that does is so cool too.
Yeah, to me that whole darkness and the whole cloudy thing is just a way to cover up the way it looks,
the lack of textures.
So I guess now they found out, they've been doing it for years, so now they've gotten really good at the craft, and now they can put colors.
Mm-hmm.
So the other thing is that I like is the mobility of the characters. The other ones, like, it felt like I'm going down a hallway or like the castles and stuff. This one's it feels more open.
Yeah.
And I like the abilities he has. Like Quito says, he has like his arm gets cut off, so they put like a prosthetic limb on him that lets him grapple and stuff and move around. But it's the same Dark Souls. Like, you get hit twice, you're done.
It's the difficulty aspect that software always keeps.
Yeah, that get good.
Well, we're gonna play it tonight and see, because I haven't been able to. I have no time to play it, so I want to get in on this.
So yeah, after the show, we'll let you go into the GameBros testing room, and you could test it out and play it. But to me, it's a must buy. Like, if you like Dark Souls and you like that style of game, those get good games, this is a game that you have to play. The graphics are amazing. Something that I also at first didn't like, but it then grew on me, is because when I watch anime, everybody's gonna kill me.
I know.
I like to watch my anime in English.
I knew that was your complaint.
Because I don't like to read. So so this whole thing is all in Japanese. The whole thing's in Japanese. So you're just reading subtitles.
So Hitman's a fan right now. I know you're learning your Japanese, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay. So at first I'm like, oh, this sucks, and then afterwards I'm like, dude, this is a Japanese ninja game. You can't do it any other way. So then I'm like, okay, I like it. I'm gonna start reading. Then I really like that about the game, because it gives it more of a Japanese
the
feel.
Authenticity of like a samurai.
Yeah.
Well, it's really gonna help with my Japanese now, so I can read the subtitles and see what they're saying.
Yeah, and it's there's stealthy parts where you're like eavesdropping and you're doing different things. It's got the verticality where you have the hook and you can climb up, and then you could traverse and you could attack enemies differently. Like, I feel like in Dark Souls it was just like
Dark Souls
hit and run.
Exactly. Like you said, the stealthy stuff. No, Dark Souls was just engage the monsters right there, or stuff like that. So I like how they changed. They went with something different this time. They did a good job.
Yeah, and I like the way you could it has a whole upgrade system and all that.
Wrecker in the chat, he puts I guess we're all forgetting about Ghost of Tsushima.
No,
we're definitely not
forgetting.
No,
no,
definitely not.
I think all of us are super big Sucker Punch fans.
That's because exactly. I'm a Sucker Punch fan, so I'm definitely waiting.
Q1 next year, maybe Q2, hopefully.
It'll come out at the same time.
Not soon enough. Not soon enough. I can say that.
No, Ghost of Tsushima is like up there in the
waiting list.
Can't wait to destroy games.
And exclusive.
Yep. And we didn't touch that in the Stadia talk.
The exclusives, yeah.
That's a big thing. I think a lot of people overstate that. But tell me what good.
Another caller.
We're gonna take this one.
Of course we are.
Thank you for calling the GameBros show.
Hey guys, I have a question.
Yeah.
Dude, whatever happened to Infamous?
What happened to Infamous?
I feel like
yeah, like it was such a good PlayStation exclusive, and then it just totally like I feel like Infamous First Son, like the latest one, not First Light, not the one with the girl, the other one.
Yeah, Second Son.
I feel like it flopped.
No.
Oh yeah, that one. Whatever happened to Infamous? Did it ever like? Did they ever say it was the last one?
No, they haven't said we're not gonna do this franchise no more. They stepped away with Ghost of Tsushima. That's what they're making now. I think like a lot of people didn't like Second Son because everybody loved Cole
McGrath.
So and then when they went to Destin,
another antagonist.
Is it Destin? No,
Destin.
It's Destin. Right?
I think it's Destin, right? So when they changed that, I think a lot of people were like, I don't know about this new guy, but I loved all the Infamous. I even that one, the Second Son to me was really good.
Yeah, I beat that thing 100% platinum the game.
Yeah. So
okay, dude, calm, take a break.
So roll up, relax. We don't want you to get a chubby now. So I think they'll come back to it after they get done with. Well, it all depends. If Ghost of Tsushima like knocks it out of the ballpark, they're just like, we'll leave Ghost.
Yeah, they won't make another Infamous. I doubt it. If this Tsushima, and it looks like it's on that trend of going upward right now, and just the projections of it.
Is it a PlayStation exclusive?
It is.
Yes.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Have you guys ever played like Festival of Blood?
Yes.
For Infamous?
Yes.
Wait, who here has played that? Who here has played that?
This guy. the chubby one.
So no one else has played it?
I don't remember myself playing
I know it was a really controversial game, but it still did good, right?
Yeah. And it got good reviews.
Okay. I'm just curious because I know like people like really like they're like love or hate Infamous. There's like no middle for it because people sometimes they hate the game. They're like, you have to choose either good or bad.
That's how the game was either good or bad. But the thing is that it did really good and it reviewed very well. And Sucker Punch loves that franchise. They just wanted to try something different, just like Killzone. I don't think Killzone is never not going to be made. I think Guerrilla at some point will go back and make Killzone. You don't like Killzone?
It was pretty bad.
I liked Killzone 3. I liked Killzone 2, but Shadowfall was so bad, man.
Yeah.
I never liked Shadowfall.
Oh.
Like I don't know.
I think it was
like
a fine launch title. I think it was an okay launch title, but
the thing is, it's just lost to time.
Yeah, it didn't.
Because there were so many other games.
Yeah, it didn't come out in a good time.
It just died.
Especially all the games that got ported over. Battlefield 4 got ported over at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You got GTA 5 got ported over at the same time. Last of Us was
They're
being
still
ported.
updating GTA 5. I don't know how they're updating that. It's like, oh my god.
Content,
They're updating it with all the money they're rolling in.
Content, yeah.
No, they make so much money off of that thing. It's crazy.
Yeah, they do.
That's why when the rumors of Sony was gonna buy, I'm like, dude, how? Why would you sell a gold mine?
It's not happening, dude. The Rockstar has made too much money, and they probably won't even accept it. They'll like to stay alone as like as a standalone like company because they feel like they're gonna be restricted most likely.
Yeah.
Like because there's like especially the GTA is so controversial, like especially the old GTA's.
Rockstar like the Quentin Tarantino.
Rockstar is just.
Yeah, but at the same time, why would you say, hey, right now we're selling to 120 million units, and let's just sell to this company that has 100 and not sell to the other ones? I'd rather stay independent and sell to everybody. Do the whole Microsoft thing and put it on your system, your system.
Yeah.
And just make money.
Well, that happened too. Halo got ported to PC recently.
Yeah, they got the whole Master Chief collection going to PC.
The old Halos, or which Halo got?
All of them, the Master Chief collection.
No, okay, but they didn't Halo 1 specifically, Halo 2. They got that like Master Chief collection, but that's so bad. And the way like the original old ones.
And dude, the way they're doing it too, they're starting with they're doing it by time, so chronological order. So they're gonna go with ODST, and then they're gonna go like that. They're not gonna start like with the first Halo, second Halo, third. They're gonna start with the timeline. So that's not what people wanted.
Yeah, it's smart. That's what the company should have done. That's like when Call of Duty should have like remastered their actual good games, not like release like really bad ones with just other standalone games next to it.
Well, look, now they actually broke off the Modern Warfare, and they're giving it out. Remember when it came with the game? Mm-hmm. And I know Hitman was one that was like, I wish I could just buy the remaster and not get the Call of Duty game.
Yeah, exactly. And I bought the remaster with Infinite Ward. Then it came out by itself, and now it's free.
Yeah.
Yeah. I bought Infinite Warfare for it, and God, Infinite Warfare, I won't call it a bad game. Because I don't consider any Call of Duty bad, because there's always a good amount of content in Call of Duty.
Because you're fanboys.
But I consider it the second least, the second worst Call of Duty of all time.
There are worse games in Call of Duty.
Yeah, for sure. I think Black Ops 4 is the worst Call of Duty that come out so far, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's stating something. I mean, they have Battle Royale, Blackout. I mean, that's probably one of the best Battle Royales right now.
No.
If they had sold Black Ops, like if they had sold Blackout like separately, it would have probably they probably would have had more sales. Like if they sold it for $40, they probably would have had more sales. How are you gonna sell a Black Ops game that is known for its campaign without a campaign?
I'd have to agree with you on that part. Yeah.
Like they're known for you can choose your storyline. Like, where are the numbers, Mason? Right? All those memes.
Yeah.
And then you just release a title like that for you released it for the clout. You used Black Ops 4 and the title for clout.
Yeah. That's what they do now. They just use the name to sell more units, but they completely just crap all over the old content from before.
Right.
Well, thank you for calling, man. We appreciate the phone
call. All right, no problem, Pops.
Hey, Pops, they want to know something real quick before you hang up. Would you eat a ketchup sandwich?
Listen, man. When you're poor and you have nothing better to eat, yeah, bro.
You heard it here.
Pretty good.
You heard it here. That's a poor man's sandwich.
Okay,
I appreciate it.
Thanks for calling in.
All right. Goodbye, man.
So going back to Sekiro, how is it?
Sekiro.
So we at the GameBros show highly recommend the game. You guys better go out and buy it. We want to see how long it takes you guys to beat this game, because it is very, very difficult. All the freaking Dark Soul games. So, like I said, go out and get it. We loved it. Hitman's gonna try it right now.
Mm-hmm. And some Beat Saber.
Saber.
I want some Beat Saber.
Exactly. So now we're gonna actually play some voicemails that some of our fans have left on our Skype. Which you guys can do during the week, and we'll do it. Are we gonna
play both of them, or are we only gonna play the one that won?
Let's play both of them. Why not?
Yeah, I want to hear them.
It's okay. It's okay.
The one that didn't win, but we're gonna play it because it's super weird.
Yeah,
and it's pretty when I heard, I'm like, what?
It was just random. It's not bad, but so we're gonna go. What would I?
No, that's the one that won.
You want me to play that one?
No, play the other one.
Okay, just making sure.
And then I said, "That's not my wife. That's a kangaroo."
That was it.
They didn't say their name or why they're leaving a voicemail or anything.
Your voicemail got played, but it was, dog, what was up with that? I want to know where the conversation was going. Homeboy's like, it wasn't me. It was a kangaroo. What the?
Oh boy. Well, maybe we shouldn't have played that. Maybe I should have heard it first, then I'll give you the okay.
Okay.
All right. So this is the winner now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, it's Israel. I'm just calling see if you guys were wondering, or if you guys heard about the next-gen VR gameplay by Boneworks. It was some weird, or it's not weird, but it's really cool, VR stuff where they changed the controller so you're able to move your fingers now, bro. I think that's amazing. I want to know your thoughts and what you guys thought it could mean for future VR stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Prodigy, you've seen that video, right? He's referring to.
I know. Yeah, that's.
Do you know what he's referring to, Hitman?
No idea.
Okay, so this new company is actually going above and beyond to make VR as realistic as possible, to the point where they're developing this controller where it actually measures your fingertips, so you can do different things with your fingertips. So you can grab things, pinch things, do different things like that. But it was cool. The video had them doing a bunch of different things, like climbing up walls, climbing up trees, grabbing stuff, cutting it, like things that normally take a lot of precision to do, they were able to do in VR. Reloading guns and throwing clips in the air, catching it with their guns. A bunch of different things like that, right, Prodigy?
Yeah, and one of the things that they did, which is crazy, is the VR controller, no matter what, is always going to stay in your hand. Oh, right? We're talking about the same one?
Yeah.
Yeah. And depending on how hard you grip it and how much you move your fingers, where you move your fingers, the hands in the game will react the same way.
Yeah.
So you could crush things and hold things really hard. You can move your hands up and down the handles of certain weapons.
And it has
stuff
like
that.
haptic feedback, so you can feel it almost.
Exactly. And, you know, it just brings a whole nother sense of depth when it comes to playing VR. And I think that's going to be something crazy, and it's going to change the...
I know a lot of people think that VR is like a fad that's going to go away, and that it's kind of like the 3D TV. They always compare it to the 3D TV. I don't know. To me, VR, like if they can get it down to where it's better and it performs better, to me right now, it performs pretty damn good. Like I really love VR.
You can end up like player number one.
You know what I want real quick on the VR stuff? I wouldn't mind gloves.
See, it's because all these little stupid fanboys like, oh, do I gotta put glasses on? And do I gotta do this? And why do I have to wear gloves? Like, dude, like...
It's the experience. It's the experience, man.
Either that or somebody has to jam something up your back.
Another caller.
We're taking another call.
Yeah.
Thank you for calling the GameBros show.
Hey, what's up? It's Wrecker from the chat.
Hey, what's up, Wrecker?
I wanted to know what you guys thought about the roster leaks for Mortal Kombat 11.
The roster.
All you had to say was Noob Saibot, and that's it. I'm in.
Well, yeah, Noob Saibot's already confirmed, but
Shang Tsung is a DLC, right? Was that a leak?
I don't think he's DLC, but I think he's gonna have his little part in the game.
Yeah, because they have the whole little story that NetherRealms has been doing lately, so that he's gonna be in the story.
Yeah. Because we haven't really seen a lot of him after NetherRealm took over Mortal Kombat, so we probably definitely will, but...
I like he actually looks like the guy from the movie. Or is it me? Am I the only one that saw like a little resemblance in the face?
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you asking? Do you want to know what we think of the current roster, or who do we want in the roster?
About the roster that got leaked.
I'm not sure which roster you're referring to.
No, not sure.
Because I've seen some... I don't know what you
Hey, Wrecker, what's your favorite fatality? Because the fatalities in this Mortal Kombat are unbelievable.
I like Noob Saibot's.
Yes, that one's awesome.
Have like
where he puts the smoke in him.
Yeah, and he grows inside him.
Yeah, and he pops up.
So which characters are you referring from the leaked roster?
Right. Can you tell us the league roster, and then I'll tell you if I give it a thumbs up or thumbs down?
Yeah, here. They got... For the leaks, they have Jackie Briggs, some character named Cetrion, Kano, Garrus,
Kano's
Frost. Yeah, Kano's coming back. Deborah, Baraka, Cassie Cage, Kung Lao, Portal Khan, Aaron Black, Liu Kang, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Raiden, Collector, Cabal, Jade, Scarlet, Sonya, Johnny Cage, Shao Kahn, Noob Saibot, and Jax.
Damn, they got a lot of characters.
That's it?
That's it? Well, damn, how many you want?
Yeah, and there's like 6 DLC spots. Well, I'm guessing they're DLC spots. Yeah, one of them is going to be taken by Shao Kahn.
Yeah, the Ninja Turtles.
No, they're not going to put the Ninja Turtles in there.
Yeah, I think they got their spot in Injustice 2. They're not going to get their spot.
There was some minor leaks of one of the... Because every Mortal Kombat comes with like a special character, like from a movie or something.
Like horror, like last time they had
Kratos or something, right?
Yeah. This time I heard
we can get Kratos again. I mean, I wouldn't mind for Kratos again. His new style.
Yeah, they had Jason, one of them too. Remember?
Yeah, that was MKX. Yeah. I heard that some leaks were saying Spawn is gonna come into MKX.
That would be interesting.
That'd be nice.
That'd be amazing.
He's a little OP though.
Yeah.
Nah, pretty nasty.
Spawn would be cool.
I'm surprised they didn't have Cyrax or any of the robots.
Well, those are what we have right now. Maybe they'll come out as DLC, but
I always love Cyrax.
They did bring him in MKX
like 6 or 7
as like Triborg. They brought them all 3 of them together.
Yeah, that's what they they've been doing, right? They bring them in and just change the little attachments and changes their.
When the last one they brought them in as DLC, but they combined them as one character. And you know how on MKX you could pick 3 variants.
Yeah, just like the Ninja Turtles one. It was just one turtle, but you could change their variants and not change, Leonardo, Donatello, whatever.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But yeah.
And
bring back Shredder to me.
My second question is what you guys think about that article I sent you about the Rainbow Six Siege links, the leaks
of the operators that you said.
Operators, yeah.
I can't wait. I hope that's true.
The invisible operator.
That'd be
yeah,
so nice.
That'd be broken. No, that invisible operator. I don't think that's gonna. No, that's
I want
not.
an operator that.
Yeah, but he's not
invisible
gonna be
in what sense? Like an octo camo or
active
camo.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's an active camo, like Future Soldier, like those.
Yeah, but Prodigy, you make it seem like he's gonna be invisible the whole damn time. It'll
okay,
be
but
for
still,
a couple
even
seconds.
if you're invisible for a couple seconds, you know what? Peak or destruction, like. You know how easy it is to kill somebody while you do that?
But what if you're invisible without having
It's probably going to be like Future Soldier where he can go invisible, but he has to sit still.
And he can't?
He can't.
Probably.
Go.
Yeah, because if you move, you're projecting
Either
images.
way,
Yeah.
you stay in one room, they're gonna go in and they just wait till their back turns on you and you shoot them in the back. Like,
but you also make it seem like he's gonna be completely invisible. You make it kind of how this guy looks visual, something like that, where it's like all grainy or something, so you could tell there's something there.
But I don't think that's something that for a new gadget, I wouldn't find that super intriguing.
I think it's cool.
We'll see.
But yeah,
I guess we'll see. It'll be interesting.
That can take their gadgets if they die.
Yeah, Keito's been saying this for years.
Yeah.
Keito, tell him the kind of character you want.
Like if they die without using one of their gadgets, you can pick them up and use it.
I think that's pretty. I remember one time they had that like a April Fool's joke. Remember that they were gonna do a battle royale and you would fall down and you could pick up gadgets.
I remember that. I remember that April Fool's joke.
That would have happened. That would have been a really good game.
Yeah.
So
but yeah, thanks for Wrecker calling in on the show.
Yeah, thanks for calling in, Wrecker. We appreciate it, man.
Yeah, we want to thank everybody for watching. We want to thank everybody for being in the chat. We want to thank all our callers. We had a lot of callers today. We want to thank our voice. So who's the best caller? Who do we give the prize to? So we had 3 callers.
I like my boy Jimmy. He was pretty funny.
Yeah, Jimmy was pretty funny
because of the whole.
And he's been in the chat the whole day.
Yeah,
he's been since the beginning of.
He's been in the chat.
So we'll get in touch with Jimmy.
Yeah,
we'll get him the gift card, and then we have Israel with the VR voicemail. We want to thank everybody for watching. Please subscribe, share, tell all your friends about the game.
Hit that notification bell.
We're on Twitch, SoundCloud, IG.
Hit that notification bell so that way you guys know every time we go live, any of our game streams, and any of our live shows.
Damn, Prodigy. About that time you took ownership of being a producer. Tell them everything else that they're supposed to do.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah.
So before we sign off, we got anything, Prodigy?
No, just tune in later tonight for our live custom games with our GameBroskis out there.
Rainbow.
Pickle Rick!
Of course.
Hitman, you want to say something?
Jimbo, I'll see you on custom match tonight.
Oh, that sounds like a challenge.
You and that ketchup.
I want to see Stevie and Riddle go off.
Oh, okay.
And Keito, don't get team killed by Riddle. She's probably banned for another 10 hours.
And again, thank you. Thanks to you. That's
guys.
why we're here. We want to thank everybody for watching. And like we always say, live in your world, but play in ours. GameBros. Peace.